What's up, everyone? It is Sean Evans here with Odd Shopper, bringing you another CSGO Underdog Fantasy video for day 2 of the second group of the ESL Pro League Season 16 event. We kick off Thursday with FTW versus Outsiders, FaZe versus MIBR, G2 versus Big. Recapping the plays real quick. Obviously, we saw FaZe dominate FTW, but we did not see Twist go over the kill mark. Sadly, he had a down day. Then we moved on to Outsiders versus Big. Big obviously did not show up. Tabson missed by 5 kills. Another disappointing. Both teams, obviously, FaZe and Outsiders sweeping. Then we moved on to G2 versus MIBR. I did expect better things from them. But obviously, MIBR came up short versus G2. They did put up a good fight, second map, but ultimately got swept. Hen 1 did not hit the over. Sad day all the way around for our Underdog Fantasy picks. But we're back again with Thursday, kicking off more action for you guys. And as always, before we do get into the video, make sure you do click the like and subscribe button down below. Turn your notifications on. That way you always get notified when we do post new videos for you. Obviously, college football is back. NFL kicks off tomorrow. A lot of week 1 action for you guys, so do not miss out on any of that. And so let's go ahead. Let's dive into day 2 of the ESL Pro League Season 16 event. And kicking off, obviously, we do have Outsiders versus FTW. As you can see right here, we have Flit at 38.5 kills total, Jame at 34.5 kills total, and then you have Statadu at 27.5 kills. Obviously, with the way Outsiders play, even with this being versus FTW, I do not like any of the totals to kick off the slip with anything from this series. I do think, obviously, Outsiders are going to dominate them. Do I think Jame is going to hit over 35.5 kills? No, but because it is versus FTW, though, there's a chance that he will be able to. He might just dominate and show up completely. Flit at 38.5 kills, I do think that is reachable for him. But once again, we thought the same thing for Twist. He came out pretty flat, while broky and Rain just completely dominated FTW. So altogether, I just want to just skip over this series and move on to the second series of the day, which is going to be G2 versus Big. With it, obviously, we saw Big come out pretty flat versus Outsiders. They did not have an answer for anything that Outsiders were doing. And because Big actually just were swept by G2 at the Blast Premier play-in stage, I'm going to stay away from Big, and I do think they get swept once again. They might be able to put up a pretty better battle versus G2, but altogether, I just don't think they will defeat them. Even though we have Sirison at 36.5 kills, I want to stay away. Tabson at 34.5 kills. It's low once again. Obviously, he only had 31 kills today, so I do want to skip over that. I do want to stick with the G2 side. And I'm going to be going with Hunter over 38 kills. For this, obviously, he's holding a 0.71 point kill per round currently in the past month. Overall, a 1.10 player rating for the past month. But the main thing about this is when they did play them at the Blast Premier play-in stage of the event, Hunter went off and logged 51 kills. I do think we see something around 40 to 44 kills for him. But the bright spot about this play is that also Nico logged 44 kills. And then you had Monacy, who logged 46 kills. That's 3 players over the 40 kill mark for G2 and a pretty dominant victory over Big. I just see something happening once again like that. Obviously, you can go after Nico at 42.5 kills. He had about 38 kills today versus MIBR. I don't think he hits that number again. I do think he hits over, but 42.5 kills is about that tipping point to where I want to stay away. I will go with Hunter at 38 kills and hit the over for him on that one. I just think that is a much easier play for someone from G2 to hit. So that's what I'll be going with, is 38 kills from Hunter going over versus Big. And before we do get into pick number 2, as always, if you have yet to sign up at Underdog Fantasy, make sure you use promo code STOCKTASTIC8. That is the number 8. That way you get double your first deposit up to $100. Like I keep saying, it's house money to play with. Football is kicking off tomorrow. College football obviously is back. There's enough content to help you guys out to use that house money to just keep cashing out on slips. So make sure you use promo code STOCKTASTIC8 if it is your first time signing up on Underdog Fantasy. And so now let's go into the second play of the slip, which is going to be in the final series of the day, which is going to be broky over 41.5 kills. Obviously, broky had a great game versus FTW, he put up 49 kills total, which we expected. 41.5 kills seems to be the point where we can always hit the over for broky. He is playing pretty successful this past month with a 1.31 player rating, which is very well for this FaZe team. Overall, he's leading the team like we all expect him to do. And on top of that, if you look at the past 3 series, broky has put up 48 kills, 40 kills, and 49 kills. So obviously just that one down game, but it's not even a down game. It's still 40 kills from him. And if you don't want to stick with his kill mark of 41.5 kills, you always play his headshots at 14 total and go above that. He is holding about a 40.6% rating. I do think versus MIBR, we do see them kind of do the same thing they did to FTW. I think they obviously sweep them, and I do think it becomes a pretty dominant matchup by FaZe. And when that happens, broky is the player that does hit pretty well. He is the higher usage player of FaZe all the way around. So I would hit with that one right there. And then for the final play of the slip, obviously we have the MIBR play there with Hen over 30 or at 33.5 kills. I would hit the over if you want to play something opposite of FaZe. He hit 31 today versus G2. I do think he is the most successful fragger for MIBR. So obviously if there's going to be a player who keeps them in a map or in a series, it's going to be him. But I am going to stick away with that and go with the headshots of, whoops, I did click the total there of the kills, but with the headshots of 18 headshots for Rain. Rain is actually a pretty good headshot player. He has a total of 53% for the past month rating for headshots. He put up 27 headshots versus FTW. That's with hitting 42 kills total. So you can even look at Rain's kills. I'm going to stick with his headshots and go with that because of the 27 headshots versus FTW. And then in his last 3 series, he hit 13, very down game for Rain. And that's a game that FaZe still won. Rain just was pretty non-existent in it. And then 25 headshots and 27 headshots. That's in 2 series where they did go 3 maps each. But in the first 2 maps, or the first 2 maps, he had 25 headshots and then 27 headshots. With a rating of 53%, obviously that means Rain, when he's on it, he is on it very well. So 18 headshots for Rain is what I'm liking to pair with broky over 41.5 headshots and Hunter over 30 or 41.5 kills, not headshots. That would be way too many, and most likely a best of 5 series if we're targeting that. But broky over 41.5 kills and Hunter over 38 kills. Obviously there's other plays on here. The FTW and Outsider series to me is a little bit too risky to take anything on. You do have Hen 1 over 33.5 kills if you want to throw that onto a slip. Then you have Tabson and Searson, who both have low totals. I would stick with Tabson at 34.5 kills. I think it is something that he could hit if they were able to compete with G2. But I just don't see any of these teams like G2 or FaZe allowing their opponents to stay in it. I think we see sweeps go all the way around the board once again. So those will be the 3 plays I want to stick with, and that's it. As always, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button to get notified when we post videos for you guys. That's it. I'm out. Have a good one.